Hello, welcome, Cabbage here. In War of the Visions Global, let's look at my free-to-play account after 3 months. And there were 2 reasons why I started this account. One was to read the story in English, because my Japanese can't catch everything. And then the second reason was to see what it would be like as a free-to-play user. It's one thing to give advice to other players as a whale, but maybe you can't really understand what free-to-play users are going through, so it's been useful for that. But also it's been interesting to see how doable this game is as free-to-play. I've been kind of progressing farther and raising the levels of my guys faster than I was anticipating. This can be an expensive game, but to sort of cater to both, the committed players, we'll say, and then the free-to-play players at the same time. That's pretty good game design, I would say. But first, I guess we can look at my equipment. We'll look at weapons first. Here's the Mithril Claws. I completed this the other day. And yes, I'm going to +2 for my equipment. I don't feel any need to go to +5. And I hope nobody's doing it because of peer pressure, because that's a ton of work to do that. But I went with Mithril Claws because the drop-off from Cat Claws is not that great to this one. So I went ahead with that. That was easier to level up. My Jiza is very happy. And then here is Sasuke's Katana. This is the next weapon I'm going to be working on. This will be for Kiton or Shadowlings. But I'm low on these books, so I'm waiting for that event to come around. There'll probably be one next week, but we don't know which weapons will be featured there. And then a Platinum Rod +2. That's as far as I'm going to go with that. And yeah, this should be good for my Yashutura, Mediana, and Salia, so yeah. Waiting for the books on that too, so waiting for next week. And then for armor, I have my Wizard's Hat. I would like to make it +5, but I don't have enough of the green fluids, so I need to play the story quests a bit more. I'm happy with the Wizard's Hat. I don't need the Sage's Hat. That's even more materials and things, so yeah, I'll stick to the Wizard's Hat. And then I was thinking of getting the Iron Helm leveled up in order to give some projectile resistance to my Yedama. But you can only equip one armor at a time, and I didn't think that that helmet would be better than her Trustmaster, so we'll leave that there. And then items, I got my Alexandrite Ring +0. Also waiting for books here, but this should be pretty good. And then Hero's Ring, I'd like to get this to +5. But I'm also missing some materials somewhere, so it's sitting at +4 for now. That's good enough, actually. Evasion up +4. Okay, next we can look at vision cards. I did a free pull recently where it was insane, and I got both Golem and Shiva. That was very crazy. Shiva's great for my evade party, of course. This is my #1 card that I wanted. And then Ice attack resistance up. That's good for my Yedama because she's weak to ice. And so Gilgamesh and Mediana are kind of scary to her. And then Golem is nice. I can put that on my Mont for more HP and defense. Also, I think he has some Man-Eater, so that could be good for my attackers as well. I still want Tetrasilphid. That ability board has some evade panels, so I would like it for that. Okay, next let's talk about units. And the biggest news today, I fully awakened and limit break my Shadowlings. So, she can go to 99. I use her all the time, but she's going to be even better now. And then I got her Trustmaster, which is another Ninja Blade. 82 attack, that's pretty good. 4 agility and 13 critical, always happy to have that. And then a Paralysis. This is one of the better status effects to put on an enemy, because even if you attack the character again, the status effect will not be cancelled. Like Sleep and Confusion and Charm and stuff, they can be cancelled if you hit them, but not Paralysis, so that's really good. I'll have to decide if I want to put it on a Kiton or Shadowlings. And then, now that I'm done with Shadowlings, I feel like I want to work on Gefgarion now. There are no other dark characters I want to work on, and then looking at the future, there's no dark characters I want to pull, so my dark materials are all set for him. And then it'll be nice to use him together with Shadowlinks, because there's a couple events coming up where you want Dark/attackers. The first one will be the White Marshmallow Raid, and then the later one will be the two-headed dragon, where you need to beat over and over to get the ribbon. That's maybe the best accessory in the game. And so yeah, to have them two together, chaining, would be really great. And then I could pair them with Jiza, and that will also be good for the two-headed dragon and the White Marshmallow. If you give her the Thief subjob, she gets the Snipe Dagger. That's an attack that I kind of make fun of, but in this case it will be helpful. And then she can steal time, that'll be useful. And then actually for that White Marshmallow Raid, I might have a team. I could use Shadowlinks, Gafgarion, Jiza with the Thief subjob, and then maybe a Time Mage, and then cast Haste on my guys. And yeah, I might be able to solo that raid completely. Maybe I don't have to play multiplayer at all, but we'll see, we'll see. And then I finished awakening Salia, so I gave her all my materials, and now I'm giving her all my Vision Ore so I can get her limit break up. But as you can see, I am broke, and I still have to buy her 2 packs in the shop for 20 shards each, so we'll see if I can get those in time. Still got 10 days, so it should be okay. But yeah, she's going to be great for, well, she's going to be great now, but also for the future. Right now in Guild Battle there's that very open map, and then Salia will be good in there because she has good range. And then later there will be a map where dark characters will get a boost. She has Holy for them. Vienna will be released, she has Holy for her. And then there will be maps where magic users get attack up, so she'll be great in there as well. So I'm going to get a lot of use out of her. And she's really what I needed more than Victora. Okay, and then there's Kiston and Jiza. They're both over 80 now, they're at Limit Break 4. And that's nice to have like a small selection of UR units over 80, because there is that, that cutoff for co-op. And so yeah, to have more units available to go into there is nice. But I really feel like at 89, the characters are good enough for all content in the game. They're even pretty competitive against 99 in PvP, so I'll slowly work on them. Probably I won't buy their shards anymore since I don't get a lot of Vision Ore. But yeah, I'll play their hard quests daily. And then Yedama's still great, still the face of my account. And then Mediana, who I kind of pulled by accident the other day, I will work on her little by little. Maybe same policy, just play the hard quests. It might seem hypocritical to use this character because I've used her so much in JP, but as a tool, it's undeniable that she's one of the best in the game, so it would be kind of foolish to not use her, even though she fell into my lap. Okay, and then I think the last thing I'll talk about with characters might be a little controversial, but Lucia, I'm going to stop working on her, and instead I'm going to work on Ayaka. And then there's 3 reasons for that. One is for the Final Fantasy I raid. I want to put together a team of light element magic users, and Ayaka can be one of them with her Holy. And then I can pair her with Yashutara and Salia. They'll just, chain Holy in there. And then Mont will be my final team member, and he'll just stand in front of a death machine and then take all the attacks. And that might be, well, that will be good enough to get me to level 40 in my own account. And then maybe I can even go further than that. But yeah, level 40 for my personal raid level, that's my goal, so I can get that Armor of Light +2. And that might be enough for me in that Final Fantasy I raid, so I got the White Marshmallow raid covered, I got the Final Fantasy I raid covered, and then I got the Two-Headed Dragon Ribbon event possibly covered, so I'm looking pretty good for the next few months actually. I'm very lucky with my pulls. The second reason why I want to use Ayaka instead of Lucia is for Tower. I found in Tower that Ayaka as an attacker was really useful. So yeah, to use Ruin or Comet or Holy turned out to be really nice. I kind of turned to her as a last resort because I was running out of options, but she turned out to be great, so to be able to use her like that again in Tower should be great. And then the last reason why I'm choosing Ayaka over Lucia is that I'm doing fine in PvP. Right now, PvP favors the projectile attack characters, but my ninjas are doing great. They're, weaving through the bullets, evading those attacks. Getting right next to the gunner is kind of taking away their advantage, and just attacking and taking them down. So, yeah, I don't need to fight fire with my own Lucia. I can rely on my ninjas, and that's working out. So yeah, no rush on Lucia. Maybe when I finish Ayaka, I'll go back to Lucia, but yeah. And then to talk further about the tower, tower is coming back to JP next week. It will have 30 floors instead of 20 from before, and that's pretty exciting. But maybe the biggest change to me, or to a lot of players, would be taking the Crimson Saber off the 20th floor rewards, and instead putting it in the shop where you can buy for medals. And depending on how gettable those medals are, then even free-to-play users might be able to get that Crimson Saber. And then I'm thinking they'll probably make a change similar to that in Global, because the tower clearing floor 20 was very difficult and very whaley. So yeah, I think they will change that for Global. And then depending on how easy it is to get that Crimson Saber in Global, that will affect how much I want to go for Rain. I would like Rain, but he's much better with his sword. He really goes into overdrive. So if I can't get his sword, I think I'll skip Rain and Global, and then go for some other magic tank, maybe Dario. But as for what I want, after Dario and Rain, I'm going to skip a bunch of Hatchers actually, and then I'm going to pull for Irudira, the water calculator, and then after that maybe either Laswell or Gurasida, depends on who else I have. If I manage to pull Rain, of course I'm going to want to put Laswell to pair them together. Otherwise, maybe I'll go for Gurasida. Especially if I can't pull Irudira and I have a lot of water materials just hanging around. But yeah, that is a look at my account. Free to play after 3 months. I'm feeling pretty great about it. Alright, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again. Take care.